So tell me about you started the business, you founded the business 13 years ago. Let's talk about some of the stumbles and struggles you've had that other people might be experiencing now on their journeys. What would you say was one of your biggest surprises when you said, I'm going to go make a lot of money and work less hours?
Well, I don't know that I ever started out with that belief. I actually had been working a full service agency for 15 years and I left the agency for a better quality of life for my family and my kids. Had gone to work for a marketing company out of Minneapolis and then found out about 5 months into that they were taking a hiatus and pausing all business activity for a while. So I was actually unemployed and desperately needing to find a job where I could still support my family and making sure I was making ends meet. And the more that I thought about it, the more that I prayed about it. I'm like, I can step into this. The agencies are not moving into digital fast enough. And they weren't really willing to experiment and try to train their people on it because they weren't sure if it was a fad or if it was a real thing and where do you start. So I just started talking to different ad agencies about, what their needs were and how I could provide some of my expertise to help them be more competitive or allow their clients to be more competitive by jumping into this digital space. So I don't think I ever went into it thinking I was going to work less hours just because that's not my philosophy on life to begin with. I'm pretty ambitious and a go-getter and I'm not afraid to do some of the hard work. But I think for me early on, some of the biggest surprises that I had and some of the biggest challenges was really more about running the business than owning my expertise in the area that I was in. I learned pretty quickly that I needed a bookkeeper. And if it was up to me to do all of the billing and the collections and the balancing of the checkbook, I would not be in business for very long. And so I very early on hired somebody to do that role.